There we go. In the spirit of things. Hey, welcome, folks, to In the Spirit of Things. Unmuted. I love that. I love the sound of unmuted. Andrea lets me know I'm unmuted. It's a beautiful thing.
All free and unencumbered?
Yeah, unencumbered. That's another beautiful word. I love it. Anyways, John, lots of, we get a couple days off in the interim. I don't get many days off, but you get a little downtime from Wednesday to Saturday, and how the world moves to another level. Anyways, yeah, brother Michael and I we're the heavy lifting. We're getting stupid, simple on multiple levels now. We're literally, for those got the email blast. We're moving forward on multiple levels. Everybody gets family seal on all these documents. Michael's got the custom seal or coat of arms for voter rescission, IRS CRA templates, the marriage license. Yep, folks, if you have an old marriage license, it's a real good idea to remove that presumption too, because when I cover on Tuesday's class or Monday's class on the second week's curriculum, basically the application made forward by two parties, two corporations coming together for a union authorized by the state via a marriage contract, created another hypothecation event for the system, sort of like what the birth certificate does as well. So if you have one of those, you're going to probably want to terminate that, as well as we are moving forward. John, Michael has created a settle the debt document that's really simple. It's a one-pager. This will be probably used in conjunction with the third-party debt termination package. Folks, we're going to cut a couple steps out because we don't think it's necessary, because we're moving forward on all these different levels, because we're going to register in your public registry. We're going to create a public registry, just like what they do in the system of Downs. They publish stuff in the paper, but it costs hundreds of dollars usually, and it'll be chump change for our brothers and sisters at Privatis.Me. I have somebody who will keep the books, who's anal retentive about making it right with proper portals in the registry. Because, folks, after 30 days to cure, it's sort of, if they don't fail to remove the presumption, then the presumption, you remove the presumption, but your deal stands. Anyways, I've decided, Michael and I, as we get more creative, because basically, brother, when I did the $80,000, I never did a notice of fault, notice of default, or notice of estoppel. I like the concept. It taught my brothers and sisters how to be and get a little bit more right-minded. It's always good to learn process. So, but we are going to make it easier. We're going to take this direction of flow. We just keep getting better as we go.
Taking the complicated out of it, exactly.
We really are. And so they get all these attaching in one fell swoop. They're going to get everything that they may need at some time in the future, so they don't have to go digging for it. We'll have a new direction of flow. It's always good to have, like I said, a family crest and seal. Anyways, this is we just did a lot of heavy lifting. This package is it will save you hours and hours and hours. It'll save you from throwing your computer out the window like Michelle.
Now.
No, Michelle did never throw it out. But
came close.
Anyways,
I came very close. But Peter, just to add, you mentioned that you shut them down on your $80,000 issue with one letter. I also shut them down with one letter. The four letters make things watertight, but you know what? One letter does the job.
Yeah, just bring the claim. That's all we're asking for. It's that first document is a nuclear airstrike across the bow. It's a nice, beautiful red box. Non-negotiable, what we're asking for. So shut up, put up, and give me what I'm asking for as the live man, because you're trying to get a hypothecation event going on the estate and steal the beneficial interest. And we're well aware that who wears the trust hat, who's the beneficiary, and so we're changing up the documents at the speed of sound so that they don't have a presumption. Sort of like that little document you and I were looking at earlier today. It was a rough draft. I love it. It's simple. We're not quite done with it yet, but it's direction of flow. And then on top of that, we'll post this stuff on the public registry at the same time. So you don't have to wait 30 days to do this. You just move forward. When you complete the process, i.e. to send it off, whether it be CRA, IRS, or whatever, go ahead and get your stuff posted on the public registry. That's we have Sister Cookie. Looks like she's going to step into the loop, and she has excellent management skills. So we'll have this on the public repository. So nobody's got plausible deniability, because this is how they operate. They'll deny. Okay, Michelle, just like you and I talking about the double seal technology. I had brother Jack up in Chicago. He sent his stuff up, did the double seal, but he didn't have any witnesses to what he put in the document or put in the envelope, the cookie inside package, and they said, "Oh, there was nothing in there." Well, you know what? This is going to remove all plausible deniability when we post it on the public register. It's a real good idea, and it'll save the people piles of money of having to go post it in a public repository at a newspaper or that, because it would be very, very pricey and be cost prohibitive. So we gave it total thought. We have a new direction of flow. So it's going to be a beautiful thing. So now I want to see what they got to say next after you've rescinded every damn signature off your documents and removed the presumption of a contract.
Right, and the idea, I know in the documents that were posted on Privatis.Me, I know there was for each process that you did, I know there was a document that you could get two witnesses to sign. I didn't do that. I did my processes without witnesses. The thing is, I know what I did, and I don't need anybody else really to vouch for my honesty or my integrity. I stand in those attributes. And
that's all fine and well, but there is a meaning behind 3 seals on a document. 3 seals by live men is 10 times stronger than a dead man notary seal. See, that's,
well, these are your witnesses too. These are this is all, like I say, back to the private. And private is common law. So again, these documents are for setting up your witnesses, your foundation, so that you have them properly noticed, so that when you do have to go after them, which you like Peter's saying, you should only have to send one. These are very powerful. You've done your work, and once they're public, but it is for the foundation. It is so that you can go after them later. Myself, when I put my documents out, I went with witnesses to the post office. I filmed everything. I had everything, and, because these guys are shady. We are dealing with some of the shadiest people that will, get your envelopes and say there was nothing in it. There was, so you definitely want to have all your T's crossed and your I's dotted kind of thing.
Yep.
Right.
And this is what we teach, and this is why we're tightening up the loose ends. We don't want a heavy lift, but we do want a tight ship. We want no plausible deniability coming through the front door. Now, this is going to remove all of that in one fell swoop. This registry thing is going to be this public registry thing. Yes, we operate in the private, folks, but by putting it on public, after 30 days, it pretty much stands if they can't rebut it, and they can't. They're looking for a dead entity. But look what's going on with the driver's license issue in California, that exemption status on. And we're gonna crack that nut next. So all our brothers and sisters who've got their sorry ass vehicles on the plantation, I think Michael and I are gonna be able to create a document pretty quick, as well, so you can send back their sorry ass government ID, because it is owned by the state. It says it right on your ID if you look.
Yep.
And so I don't want to have the property of the state. It's not my property. It's their property. So I'm willing to give it back.
Right.
But there was a gentleman who posted me this week, brother JP, John Peter. He go figure, John Peter. You gotta love it. Anyways, he posted me some beautiful information. Right-minded. It's dead on correct. The guy was sick and tired of getting harassed by the clowns at the circus, and he basically he went to ground. Yeah, because as a private inhabitant, you have the right to travel. Anyways. They've used trickery on every level, and I told everybody back some time ago, it all started in 1906. See, I always go back to whence it started. Who started this scam in the first place? You got to love those clowns up in Massachusetts, up in the Northeast. They created a game we can get everybody to get insurance and get licenses. Folks, it started somewhere. And how did we give over? We got conned. We got conned at every step of the way. Now we're going to shake the con off. This is where we're going. We are doing some huge, huge things. And, they're not going to be happy. We don't really care. We're just sharing the love. That's why I have a private place you can come to operate in the private. That's a good thing.
And I'm happy we're moving forward with the public place of registry for the notices and precipices because, well, I just sent mine out on the 31st, was it? Yeah, the 31st of May. They were received on Tuesday, June 4th. So, you know,
You got a game.
I did. We got game.
We got game.
Exactly. Thank you, yo.
Yeah, I want to see what Tricks is for Kids is up to now. See, folks, because that's all they know is tricks. Well, but this removal of the presumption. Matter of fact, Brother Lyndon posted me a little something. Let me see. I'll get to that in a minute. Anyways, folks, if you haven't got this is your starting point. This is why I'm doing a curriculum. I'm going to do a special on weeks 5, 6, 7, and 8. Literally, how to show you unconsent. First of all, you got to learn how you consented and gave over via propaganda and all the other chicanery and all the stuff, so you can clear your mind and get your mind right. How you got binded up in the first place, because nobody's more of a slave than one that thinks he's free and he's paying all these fees. So moving forward, everybody's. If you want to get the package, get it now. Direct. If you do PayPal, get it through PayPal, because after Sunday night, we're shutting it down. Let me share why we're not going to be doing PayPal anymore, folks. Because it's part of giving over, and we want to learn. We want everybody to learn how to be private to start out. These transactions that we do are private. This is private between you and us, not these 4% take 4% off the top whores at PayPal. And on top of that, it's nothing more than another tracking device, another vehicle. We'll talk about the banking stuff, Michelle, like you were talking about earlier, but in a little. Anyways, folks, so after Sunday midnight, I guess, it's going to be money orders are us. If you're in a foreign country and you need to send, you can convert to FRNs, wrap it in tinfoil, and send it to my mailing location. It will get here. It always does. If that bothers you, I've done it before. I've had no issues and difficulty getting my stuff at my private mailing location. Matter of fact, my stuff is 10 times more safe coming to a private mailing location than to a corporate location where they can literally steal it, because they think you're part of the corporation. They think you gave over to rights and benefits, and they steal people's mail all the time. If you're on the bubble for a mark, they can steal it. But if it's in the private, they can't. If they do, somebody's going to jail, but it ain't me. But this is why, knowing who you are, how to operate, this is where we start. This is where it's going to start. So we're going back to money orders. What?
Sorry, Peter. I was just going to mention the one of the issues also with PayPal is, well, we don't really need an intermediary. We don't need Daddy to take care of holding money for us and giving it to us or sending it. We don't need an intermediary.
Right.
And I think that's the general ethos right now. We're being guided towards the cashless society. Everybody gets the RFID chip. It's the tap and go credit cards. At a bank, you don't even deal with the teller. You slide your card into the card processing machine. And no, I use cash. That's the way I go. And if we don't use it, we're going to lose it.
Yep. Well, that's what I've been saying for months. They already did the beta test. Here's another reason why we're going this route as well, because the PayPal is notorious for freezing accounts. I've seen it done to my brothers in the business. I know 3 people who've got their stuff froze because, you had too much money coming through. Well, it really is.
Wow.
Who decided this? Who made a command decision on my behalf? So I'm going to remove that capacity and that garbage so that they can't, I don't have to worry about it being a so-called taxable event.
Right, and Peter, let's just make things clear that was not the situation for Privatis.Me.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Too much coming through. Yeah, nothing's coming through. Once we broke the link for the last 3 weeks, nothing came through. Everybody sat still. They weren't getting the memos anymore, and they forgot that we were still alive.
People are getting the memos now, so things are going to be back to the way they were before. we don't. So as of Sunday night, we're not going to be using PayPal anymore. So if you still want to get through, you have until Sunday night. Yes.
Right. Well, if you want to get through quickly,
yes.
When they everybody does postal money orders, not American Express or anything. Why pay $10 for a postal money order from your bank when you can get it for like 99 cents at the post office? Get a private postal money. Get a postal money order. And send it to Peter or Michael. We have our mailing locations. It's really simple. And within 3 days upon receipt, within 72 hours, you will have your condensed package with your beautiful family crescent seal or coat of arms, whatever it is. We know what it is. Anyways, so this is a new direction of flow. This is the big lift. So for anybody who's whining about us going up to 240, then hey, you can go condense your documents for yourself. If maybe we should leave that door open. People who have competent skills, the 1 in 500,000, my guess. I know I'm sounding facetious, but I am, because nobody knows how to do this, because they don't do it. If you don't do it, you don't know.
We know that you and I both couldn't do it, right, Peter?
Right.
Okay.
I'm SOS.
Right. We're we're not 1 in 500,000, so we're more like the 499, 999 in 500,000.
Even when you do know how to do it, there's always you make a mistake here and there.
Yep.
I know Jesse and I, when we were dealing with these courts and sending our notes and stuff like that, we went through over 4,000 pages of printer paper, and at least 1,000 of those were mistakes, or 500 of those you get mistakes and stuff, right? So just so much going out, or you miss something, or so exactly. If you can pay for it to have it done perfectly, sent out for you on your own behalf.
They send it out. It's going to be sent right. It's going to be sent to, just like we did for the DP folks who had clarity of thought and they didn't know how to operate in the private. Michael spent 2 months creating a structured package that they didn't have to do any heavy lifting for. All they had to do is type in where the red stuff was, if it was lowercase, and we've got the 5 videos
for you automatically. Exactly.
Yeah. See, folks, it's going to be a light lift now. This is I know a lot of people haven't moved forward to remove presumptions. I'm well aware. Out of my full members base, I'm willing to bet probably maybe 15% has done anything. So now I'm going to remove the safety belt, so you can go ahead and move forward and get your stuff rolling to remove these presumptions, because it's imperative you do so. Matter of fact, this is what I wanted to cover to prove why. Another reason why you want to remove presumption. Because these spying limp dicks called government, who passes just bad actors. This was posted to me by Brother Lyndon. I really liked it. This is a continuity of flow, so let me see if I still have it. Paste. Yep, there it is. I just put it in our room, John, our chat room. Anyways, the lawyers working for the servers are twits. Before NSA could have any jurisdiction to invade the privacy of anyone using electronic media, 2 facts must be made certain. The communicator is a U.S. citizen, and this is next to impossible to determine without a direct statement of authentication from the communicator. Therefore, any presumption is presumptively criminal. The communication was made within the metes and bounds of the District of the U.S. Again, this is often impossible to ascertain prior to the act of invading the privacy of a private communication, because the web is an international and not physically inside any jurisdiction. Therefore, you may use this on your show if you like. The people, this is what Lyndon posted me, the people acting as NSA may be criminals, and the servers are cowards, and or their lawyers are useless twits as well. I do not represent any party of interest in this matter. The folks, they want to, by adhesion, if they can find something, and I believe every court case, which on the 3rd week we're going to cover bonds, and I'll explain. I believe before you even go to court, they check to see if you are on the voter rolls. If you're on a voter roll, shut up, put up, and go pay Daddy his fine. Just like that damn judge stating one day. If you're a U.S. citizen, go pay your crap at the window. If you're not, get the hell out of my court. See, that was a very telling. That was a very telling statement.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you're a U.S. citizen, you are also considered a taxpayer. So guess what? You're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So when I say everybody needs to move forward, if you're going to do these documents, it is a damn good idea to do all 3. If you've got a marriage certificate, rescind it. If you've got a voter roll document, rescind it. If you've done past 1040s by mistake, rescind it. This is called cutting to the quick, removing presumptions on multiple levels across the board in one fell, simple swoop. We've already created the documents as you're a live man. They're getting the memo. No plausible deniability will be posted on the registry, and life is good. And you're going to get to move forward. And then our next step is get your damn vehicle off the plantation so that you can operate and travel as a free, unencumbered man from point A to point B without being accosted and have your vehicle stolen out from underneath you.
And if you are accosted, you have removed all presumptions, and they're the ones who can be held accountable.
Oh, yes.
Right.
And, it's a beautiful thing. So, folks, this is right-minded all the way through. It's really, really, we've been beating this drum on removing presumptions. It's taken us a couple of months to get to this point. Michael is in flux all the time on changing it to make it easier. We just made... This is an Olympic lift, and it's going to seem like you're just picking up a bowl of cat food. Because it's not going to be a heavy lift for you anymore.
Exactly.
That was the point of the exercise. We said, okay, what can we do to make it easier? We want tens of thousands to remove the presumptions because, folks, they don't have any slaves to run if you remove yourself and you're not part of the body politic. The reason the 535 whores up on the hill get away with their crap here in USA Inc. is because they got all these goofy slaves who have signed on board to become part of the body politic. It's time to move. If you don't like Obamacare being stuffed down your throat coming January 1st and having to fill out other presumptive documents to bind you up further, if you don't like getting forced compliance on shots, if you don't like getting forced compliance on all these other things, it's not really forced compliance, folks. If you're part of the body politic, you are on the bubble. So if you don't like being on the bubble, do the bare minimum. We're going to help you with the heavy lift, and we're going to remove all the presumptions, and we're going to post them in a place where nobody can have plausible deniability that you did your free will act and deed in the proper capacity. Anyways, I got excited.
Well, exactly.
No, that was a 4, I think, Peter.
We had no ranting tonight.
Yeah, no, I think we've heard your peak at around, John, was it 13, I think?
Anyways, another thing on the banking thing. So let me get back to the banking thing for a minute.
Thank you.
Well, gee, I got just a minute. It's already got. The time flies when I'm having fun.
I know.
I'll tell you what. This is what we'll do. We're going to cover more of the banking thing after this break. Michelle wants to share some love, and we're going to go into this further of why the shift, why this is. It's time, folks. It's time to move. You can't stand fast. If you stand fast, that's called operating under your free will, and they're going to mow your butt down. And I don't want my brothers and sisters to get their butts mowed down. There's no need. It's such a simple task to do what we're fixing to do worldwide. And it's coming, and there's a lot of people waking up. They're getting the memos. I believe if you ever have a traffic issue, it's going to be properly dissolved right out the box because you won't have to file anything to the case. You already got irrevocable proof that you removed the presumption that you were part of the body politic to be hypothecated for a whorish event. Anyways, let's go on that note. Hey, let's go to break. Hey, folks, go do what you do on break. We'll be right back.
Very good.
Yep.
You're listening to In the Spirit of Things on I Am Free Will Radio. Join us on our Blog Talk radio station every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday night, live from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. To find all the links we mention on the show and to stay up to date about when we go live on BTR, make sure you connect with us on our social sites. Follow us on Twitter at handle Privatis.Me. You can also friend us, like us, or join our open group on Facebook by searching Privatis.Me or by clicking on the Facebook icon on our homepage. It's really that simple.
Unmuted. I didn't even hear it.
There we go. Yep. There we go.
Hello? Do you guys hear me too?
Yep. You know it.
Very good. Don't get me started.
I had to throw a little Spanish in there to get everybody's mind right.
Yeah, it's not Spanish.
Oh, my goodness. Anyways, folks, another reason why we're dumping...
Andrea.
We're losing our minds over here. It's a good. We're in a good place. Anyways, let's go back to this banking crap, folks. If you're not aware, and if you've been living in a cardboard box somewhere or something, they've already stole it from Cyprus. They've already done the John Corzine shuffle over there at Gerald Salenti's house, stealing all his clients' money. folks, you're next. 401ks, they're lining up for the kill. So, Michelle and I were talking about this earlier. We're well aware. We're paying attention. Whatever you can afford to lose, I guess you can leave behind. So that's, be streamlined. Keep as little in your account as possible. If you got a 401k, get it out while you can. Screw the worry about the taxing. You can remove the presumption on the taxing after the fact. It's all a good thing. See, so here's another thing I like where we're going, Michelle. All these removals of presumptions will make it so much easier for getting your car out of the slave plantation, thinking that you gave it over to them, because you've removed multiple presumptions. Now they're going to have another uphill climb. What are they going to do? Force you to be a freaking slave? Force you to be? They can't. Anyway, well, they think they can, but it's going to be a new these right tight removals of presumptions on all these different levels. Folks, if they say they think you owe something, hey, you have the right to get the account set off as well, because they're the trustee, you're the beneficiary. So Michael is really changing. We're changing up everything at the speed of sound. We've had effective success with these modalities. When he walked into court with that birth certificate bond that day, they tried drafting him for performance to get him to answer up to the fiction. No such luck. And then at this only took like a matter of 4 minutes, folks, when Brother Michael went in and did what he did. But he set the stage before he went in. He already removed presumptions as well. They wanted to see if he knew who he was and if he would stand in his proper capacity. They didn't try the Tricks is for Kids hour with him. They just, as Michael J. Bukowski here, they ask, and he go, I'm the beneficiary. I'm here to handle that matter. He stood in his proper capacity 3 times. Then the 4th time, she pushed it again. Finally, he said, I go by the name Michael. Go figure. And you can call me Michael. And I have a birth certificate bond to settle this account. Next thing you know, it's a little powwow with the judge and the DA. And next thing you know, the little DA pipes up and says, nolo prosecute. Well, folks, what that means is she removed the charge, because if she didn't, she's going to have to bust out her check and pay the trustee, i.e. the court clerk, to settle this account. Because they never come to the court with their bond. They're going to use yours if they can trick you to come over. We'll cover that on the bond call on on the 3rd week on Monday the 17th. Anyways, let's get back to the funds, Michelle. It's if people aren't paying attention, they better start, because this is not fear factor, folks. This is reality.
Not at all. Not at all. It's very black and white, very clear, 3D happening right before our very eyes reality. The whole idea with the 2008 crash was to bring about these, to bring about the bailouts. So the government the government's bail out the banks, and then this is passed on to the people. And then you've got austerity measures all around the world, and all of a sudden people are having to support private for-profit corporations that made themselves fail. Where's the logic? Right, there is none.
And it's beyond even that. These guys are giving us paper money and stealing all the real resources of this planet.
Yep.
That's what we're being given. We're trading all the resources of this planet for paper currency that is not backed by anything, and that's the absolute tragedy that's going on.
Yeah, well, and it's like Libya over there. Gaddafi was a great man. I read his Green Book. It's a beautiful book. All his people got, folks. They all got a revenue sharing check on the oil resources sold from that country to other countries. And they cut them a check. Every damn one of the people, they had potable, clean drinking water. They all had a place to live. No, it's not socialism, but they're people, because of the resources of the country, they were supposed to, this is the way it was supposed to work in USA Inc. and Canada Inc. And
and I have a rant
Australia.
on that.
Huh?
I have a rant on that.
Yeah, I know. We'll rant in a minute. I got to get through this so people understand this game, okay? Because, folks, because you gave over willy-nilly, unilaterally on all these contracts, they stole your beneficial interest. Instead of you getting a check, they're pocketing all the difference. They screwed us, okay? They screwed us all from our birthright because Mama didn't have a freaking clue. She was giving us over in the public hospital system as a registration event for a hypothecation event, which I'll be covering on this coming up Monday on the bonds, not bonds, excuse me, the birth certificate. Folks, you're not going to want to miss Monday night's call. This is a new direction of flow. I'm going to give you so much clarity it's going to make your head hurt, but it's going to be a beautiful thing. So once I give you all, I'm going to show you how we got here, and then I'm going to show you how to get to the other side. Anyways, long story short, we should all be getting a dividend check every month. Instead, they send us a freaking electric bill, phone bill, cable bill, and it's our asses, our beneficial interest that built the whole damn infrastructure. Where's your dividend check, folks? You know why you ain't getting one? Because they stole it from us. See, so now that we know, we're going to fix it, okay? We're going to fix it on a different level. So I had to give this little rant, Michelle, because most people are totally unaware that they're raping every man, woman, child, the state, because they are 3 generations of tomfoolery of our parents, our grandparents, even our great-grandparents didn't have a clue what the hell was going down in front of them. But that's how these people operate, because they're a bunch of whores at the top of the pecking order stealing everything. They think that somebody died and left them God. They're going to get the memo on a different level. It's coming. Anyways, that's my rant. Share. Yeah, you can share the...
that was about a 5, I think.
Okay. And this is exactly why the presumptions need to be removed. As we said on last week's call, the citizen is one step above the slave. It is basically a license for the slave to commune and to have their benefits and privileges. Well, who was it that decided that someone could give you benefits and privileges when you were born with all the rights of a man?
Yep.
Exactly.
Right?
Basically, we traded them in unwittingly. In exchange, we exchanged all of our rights for benefits and privileges when we somehow became citizens. However that happened, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, where's my contract that gave me full disclosure? That's the
right.
See,
that's right.
But that's how they operate. See, that's called tricks for kids. It's not our job to tell you if you don't know. That's black. That's black as black pitch in a heart. That's
like trying to get me to get my 18-month-old here to sign a contract, giving away all his assets and everything else.
Yeah.
He didn't sign it yet? John, come on.
Exactly, right?
What do you mean?
I'll send the documents right over, John.
That's right. Come on. I mean, he's late. He's about a month and he's about 18 months late.
Yeah,
isn't he a citizen already?
When he pops,
and you see how silly it is. We laugh about it now, but we're doing this every day to our children, signing them up, taking their estates, and putting them to one step above slavery.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd like to jump in on my mini rant here. It has to do with Hydro-Quebec. Hydro-Quebec is our hydroelectric company, and it supplies the electricity to the entire province. The idea is that they dam certain bodies of water, certain rivers, and they have the water pass through turbines that generates electricity, and they have high-tension power lines that run through the country and distribute the electricity to all the various cities and towns and villages. The idea is this water belongs to the land. The land belongs to everybody. Now, everybody receives statements from Hydro-Quebec. I have to pay a certain amount every month because I have lights and I'm running my fridge and, I've got my internet up and whatnot. Hydro-Quebec sells. They export a lot of electricity to the American side, the northeast states. I don't know specifically, but I know that a lot of them receive our hydroelectric power. Now, Hydro-Quebec has a board, like any corporation.
Board of directors, yep.
Right, and they've got, how do you say in English, des parts, what is that, stocks, shares. They have shares, and everybody receives, I guess, dividends, on their part in the company. Now, what I don't understand is, what about the rest of us? I mean, this is a natural resource. Why is it that only certain people who buy shares in this company somehow benefit. The water was there, the work was done, it was paid for. The workers received pay for their labor, and they created this, and I thought this was, something that everybody was supposed to be sharing. So,
Yep, they figured you didn't want yours, so they gave it away. That's why, like I say, they've raped the beneficial interests of everybody's estate because they figured we didn't want it because Mommy was a good informant and gave over through registration, through the hypothecation event of the birth certificate bond.
Me. We were all abandoned at birth, pretty much.
Yep.
And, I've got some trustees that are raping and pillaging my estate at this point.
Yep.
So it's for me now to revoke all these presumptions that have been made on me now that I'm awake.
Yep.
Because no one came and shared the information with me. I had to go looking. I started. I did my elector roll status change, and I did my CRA. I'm really eager to be breaking up with CRA.
Yep.
It's like a bad boyfriend that just won't stop calling and sending me letters. I'm tired supporting him.
Yep.
I'm done.
It's like that.
Why don't they go out and do something of substance? Why don't they contribute?
They don't, because they're a bunch of blood-sucking whores at the top of the pecking order, funneling it over to their friends at the Crown and all these other places.
Well, that's it. Is it not a for-profit, the Canada Revenue Agency? Aren't they also a for-profit corporation that has nothing to do with government?
Just like the
IRS.
Has
nothing to do with redistribution of money to services that the so-called citizens benefit from. I don't think so.
Yeah.
And why is that information so hard to find? I was trying to explain to somebody about the income tax, and that money actually goes to private offshore
corporations called IMF.
For profit. It's for profit.
Right. It's all for profit.
I was trying to explain that, and I don't have the numbers. How do our income taxes get spent? I don't know.
Right.
Do you know? What about if you own property? Because I was landed gentry, as they used to say back in the day, at one point, before I decided I wanted out, and it was no longer my place to be a landowner. So I sold what I did have, and, what...
Well, here's how it happened, Michelle. Right now, all our money is going to pay the principal, or not even the principal, the interest. I should say, the interest. Exactly.
Oh, I know the
compound interest at that is talked about. I'm not quite the religious man, but the Bible had a lot of smart anecdotes in it, and one was about the usury.
Yep.
Yes.
And not only did they get away with usury, but now they've just gone and slapped it in our face with this compound interest that can never be paid. You can compound interest
it's voodoo mathematics
to the point where you can never pay it.
Yeah.
But that's it. It's voodoo mathematics. It's voodoo economics. You conjure up numbers and just. Why don't people understand this? Why am I the only wingnut in the room when it comes to these issues? And nobody understands that if you issue $1 at dollar plus interest, you can never, ever, ever pay it back. I don't care how many dollars you print.
It's a mathematical anomaly.
Exactly.
But that's it. But people can't grasp that, and I can't make it any more simple than that.
I mean, wasn't there a kid up in there in Canada, a 12-year-old, who broke it down succinctly in a video?
I saw that about a year ago,
No, it just came out a couple weeks ago, about a month
it's more
or two
recent?
ago.
Okay, then it's a different one.
Yeah, anyways, maybe we need to go ahead and I'll go see if I can't find it someday and post it up there. She really gave it over very, very simply. Hey, even a caveman could get it. It was one of those deals. So, but it's like, hey, it's no different than the IRS incorporation. I'll probably go pull up a damn document showing their articles of incorporation, 1933 in Delaware. I have the document on my website, and while we're on the call and bantering back and forth, I'll go pull the damn thing up and we'll post it in our box for everybody's personal consumption to prove irrevocably that you're dealing with a corporate whore who's collecting for daddy. Not one red cent pays for wars or any of this other bull crap, folks. It's all hypothecation event scam. They pocket the difference right out the box. And not one thing goes to services. It's called sopping up the excess.
Well, that's it, and I don't want any part of it because I know where that money goes. I will not be participating in genocide. I will not be participating in the deaths of innocent children and people. I will not be participating in things that go counter to my principles and values. Like, I'm done.
Yeah, speaking of principle, yeah, they've stolen the principle. You are the principle.
Well, yeah, I understand that, and my sister has such fear related to this that I had to tell her, look, it's none of your business. Very lovingly, I understood she had things to tell me that were all very fear-based, but I told her, look, if you knew what I know, and I don't have the time to tell you, just you would probably be doing the same. But for now, I love you.
Bye, girls.
But this is what I'm doing, and so be it.
Yeah.
And I was trying to, why? Just to finish up the topic, that was income tax. But we also have, when you live in a rental unit, you contribute to your landlord's contribution towards municipal taxes and school taxes. So, okay, municipal taxes, that I understand. That goes to pay the peace officers, the firemen, the infrastructure of the city, garbage, recycling. It goes to pay the administrators, the trustees, basically, and everything that is city-related. So, okay, that's taken care of at the city level. The school tax, okay, so that goes to the buildings that the kids are taught in, and whatever that involves also. So, and okay, fine. So people always say, yeah, well, who's gonna build the streets? Who's gonna take care of the streets? Well, don't we pay a gasoline tax?
Yep.
If you own a vehicle, if you own a car, and you buy gas, then you're contributing massively in Quebec anyway. My God, I saw you guys recently in the States, grumbling about $5 per gallon. I'm like, please, really, please. Do you know how much we pay for gas up here?
Yeah, well, and then we get on that whole banter. I'm going to post brother. What the hell's his name? He was on the northern slopes of Alaska. That pastor. Anyways, yeah, it's called the non-energy crisis. What the hell is his name? Anyways, I'll go find that too. We got more oil than God. It's a renewable source. That's the other scam. They're making it like it's finite, and it's not, folks. The resources, it's renewable up underneath the crust. It's not dino turds. It's not leaves. That's a crock of crap. It's not fossil fuel. You've been lied to for 50 years. My brother-in-law is an educated man, college educated, and I had to get his mind right when I showed him about abiotic. I said, here, I'm going to show you how to get your mind right, brother. You've been told a lie. So all these resources, big energy, you had Nikola Tesla. They took all his stuff in. Michelle, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
All these idiot companies that want to put patents out, you don't want to put a patent out. You go ahead and open source. If we open sourced our energy, everybody would have free, unencumbered energy now. But because everybody puts a patent on it, just like they stole Nikola Tesla's patents, and they put them on the shelf, or they're using them, the CIA, all these nefarious scumbags at the top of the pecking order. They created HARP with it, all this other garbage. Anyways, you got to love it. Folks, energy, it's not a finite source. There's plenty of energy. They just duped everybody. Well, hey, we're going to, after we get to the 8 o'clock hour, after the 8 o'clock break, we're going to talk about hemp. Beautiful stuff coming up in hemp land. Hemp is not smokable, THC-laden pot, folks. No. Snap out of it. Yeah, my brothers and sisters are so dumbed down, they actually think hemp is like pot. It's not. It's folks, I take hemp every day. It's a powder. It's the most nutritionally dense green substance that your body can get. It helped me drop about 25 pounds, as well as I take a probiotic to clean out my intestines to get my system running correctly. Positive, negative electrons running through my intestines. It's a beautiful thing. So my system doesn't go to la-la land. Anyways, But this is the stuff nobody knows, folks. So welcome to our world. We're gonna peel back this mirror, and hey, you get to get. You want to get free? Yeah, come on down. That's why it's called free will. You have free will choice to make an act and deed and to remove a presumption. Anyways, I got excited again.
We have a caller on the line there, Peter. Been waiting for a little while. If you'd like to call a call.
Yeah, sure. We'll take a quickie. Like I say, I ain't answering no legal crap though.
Okay. Area code 786. If you'd like to bring that forward, Andrea.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
A little bit.
Not too well.
I'm sorry about that. I got a button phone. But I was just wondering, when you kill the presumption, how do you go about, like, if paying bills and all that stuff eradicated? Because I've been doing a lot of studying, and I'm to the point where I'm just trying to figure out who do I need to send documents to, what kind of documents do I need to send so I can kill all presumptions.
Yeah, well, on the electrical and all this other garbage, we're going to slay that beast one step at a time. First, we want to remove the presumptions of being part of the body politic. That's where you can go to Privatis.Me. Have you been to the site yet?
Yes, sir, I have, but I've been looking at it on my phone, so it's not in full deep.
Yeah, well, go look at it on a computer, brother. It'll make you a lot more right-minded. You'll be able to see it a lot clearer, give you a little direction of flow. If you already joined for free, then you probably got the email blast that was sent this morning. Did you get that?
Yes, I did, actually.
Very good. Yeah, well, sometimes, people got to start opening stuff up on a computer so they can actually get the substance of what we're doing. It's hard to do it when you're looking at it in a little 1 by 2 inch window. You know, it makes it a lot more complex for you, unless you got special Superman eyes, I guess.
And my question was, is there, like, actually get money order? Do I just, like, go to the post office and buy a dollar?
Afraid you're gonna have to
I can't hear it. I can't hear anything. I can't hear anything.
Okay, can you hear me now? It's a little bit better?
A little better.
Okay. I was asking, I wanted to get the packet from you, and you said to send a money order, dollar money order.
Right.
So I just go to the post office and ask them to give them $1 and ask them for a post money order for that $1?
Yeah, well, it's 120 of them for Brother Michael, and then 120 for Brother Peter. It's $240 for a full membership to get all your documents set up in the proper capacity so you can move forward to remove these presumptions.
Okay, so it's $240?
Right, yeah, but you won't have to do any heavy lifting. Everybody's having problems modifying putting their family crest and seal. Everybody should have a family crest on their documents because it removes the presumption that you're a dead entity. It's your family seal. Everybody has a family seal or crest. It's your genealogy. It's showing the landed estate as the man or the woman.
Now, do I create my own, or should I do some research to find my family?
You can research yours, or you can have Brother Michael do it for you. He does it right at heraldry.com, like when you pull up. Right, .me. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is, for me, if I pulled up my family genealogy, and it shows a shield with 3 golden apples on it. That would be my family crest and seal to go upon my documents to separate me. That's part of my genealogy because they all these other people in royalty, they use this stuff because it separates them as anyways.
Exactly, it's showing them that the king has finally come home.
Yep.
And because where has the king been for all these years? So now you're letting them know, proof positive that the king is back, and not to be confused with your corporate fiction.
Probation. Is there anything I can do to get off probation? Because I already know it's unlawful, legal. But I was on probation when I started finding all this information. I still got like 2 years of probation left. So how should I go forward with trying to get that removed?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, come to Thursday night's class. I'm going to do another class start to finish for about an hour. I have Thursday night calls at Privatis.Me where I can talk about this in private and give you total direction of flow from start to finish. Matter of fact, on yesterday's email or this morning's email, Michael posted my little overview on the class we held Thursday night. It's a link on that email blast, and you should be able to click on it and listen to what I spoke of in the first 26 minutes. It will give you a lot more direction of flow on why the wherewithals, and I'm also doing Monday night classes for the masses, presentations to show how all this stuff bound you up to start with, as far as birth certificates, all this other stuff. You don't have to know all this stuff. You just have to understand how we got here, and we're going to show you how to get out. It's direction of flow. That's all it is.
Yeah, I'm right here where I understand how we got here. I'm on the point of trying to figure out where to get out.
Yeah, well, that's where we're headed, brother. So you're in the right place. Anyways, on that note, I'm going to let you go because I can't hear you that good, and it's a time for break. Come to my Thursday night call. If you're on the free, you join for free, which everybody can. You're probably getting the email blast. We'll make sure to get you a Thursday email blast with the number and the time of me doing that Thursday night class as well.
All right. Well, I definitely appreciate it, you guys. You guys have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you. Have a great evening. All right. Hey, folks, guess what time it is? It's my time to win. Anyways, we're going to go do what we do on break. Whatever you do, folks, go do what you do on break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to VerdictProductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.
Very good. Anyways, I guess I'll take this quick call at the top of the hour. Welcome back in the spirit of things. We'll keep it simple. I guess 210 San Antonio. Come on through.
Hey, Peter. Hey, man. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
Good. Hey, that gentleman you were speaking about in Alaska, that's Pastor Lindsey Williams.
That's it, right, exactly. Yeah, it's called a non-energy crisis. I read it about 7-8 years ago. It gives irrevocable proof. Yeah, you even took it to some Congress critters, and they didn't want to touch it with a hot potato. They ran from it. Gee, go figure. Those are the corporate whores at the top of the pecking order that are getting their pockets lined. But hey, we're moving in a new direction. Anyways, any questions that you have for me, brother?
Nope, that's it, man. Yeah, love the show.
Cool.
Awesome.
Matter of fact, I knew it's a non-energy crisis. I know if I probably punch it into Google, I'll be able to come right up with this page because I had it saved as favorites on my other computer, but I got a new one. So, anyways, hey, thank you, brother. I appreciate it greatly.
You bet.
Have a great night. Yeah, all right.
You too, man. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night.
All right, beautiful. Yep, I was over on the Facebook page. I got all excited. Andrea is the master of her own domain. Beautiful. She does such great work because I always got to share the love and peel the onion back just a little more. Hey, John, what did you think about the hemp oil's healing benefits now legal anywhere?
Well, yeah, that's awesome. It's coming forward. Now, that is that different, that hemp oil?
It's
cannabinoids in it.
It's not as good as the actual the black oil that brother Run for Life talks about, but
Rick Simpson.
Okay, that would be Rick Simpson.
Yeah, this is the next best thing, brother, and it has extremely valuable qualities, and it doesn't make you high.
Exactly.
So sorry, folks, if you wanted to get high, you're not going to get high on this, but. Anyways, it helps with multiple things. It's been suppressed for years, folks. The poop's coming out. I wanted to cover this. Did you see that article, brother? Did you see that guy grabbing the bull on that email blast, Brother Michael?
That was great.
I told him not to put my picture on the damn deal.
I thought that was you wearing the mask. I was pretty sure I was the bull, the good stubborn one there.
I says, damn. I says, that Michael, because we were talking about it, and I said, no, you're not going to superimpose Guy Fawkes' face on my body. But he did anyways. Hey, what do you think, Michelle? You should have been impressed.
Yeah.
Did you like my arms? I had to run with this one. When he put the bull on there, I just speaking of bull, folks, on our Privatis.Me page, we have it's called "We Took the Bull by the Horns," and it breaks down what we're doing, what everybody gets with this huge package. It's massive lifting, real easy direction of flow. We now have the videos already posted that gives also easy direction. I'll recover this again on Thursdays. Privatis.me. We're just doing a lot of things. It's blowing up. But, yeah, if you're wanting to know if you didn't get the email blast or you did and you just didn't read it and you want to reference what's going on, we're going to help everybody remove presumptions, because if you stay a slave on the plantation, they can put down dictates to you. You got to roll. Because you didn't remove the presumption. They're waiting for us to remove the presumptions. Anyways, also posted down further, the new Privatis.me classes are here. And Andrea has posted that. And this hemp oil's healing benefits now legal anywhere. That article is posted on the site as well. We like to share. Bo, and here we go, brother John. Industrial hemp returns to America. Colorado to plant first new major crop on U.S. soil in 60 years. Hey, folks, if you don't understand what hemp is it's a renewable plant. It's a beautiful plant. It has so much utility. But big pharma, FDA, all the clowns, big oil, they all had to shut it down because it's just not valid for them.
It's too renewable. The problem is it's too renewable and it lasts forever. The oils, they have a high life, high shelf life. They can be used for all kinds of things. For machinery, in fact, and for the body, for health, all this kind of stuff. The plant fibers themselves are the strongest that we can grow. They grow easy. They don't take much nutrients to grow in the soil, so they don't shred our soils and all this kind of stuff. It's just so much that it could replace overnight and cheaply, and that's the thing. It's hard to keep slaves if you give them stuff for cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's coming back, brother. It's like I say. So there are some things moving forward. It's time to move this. These control freaks have lost their minds. They actually think they have the patent on the hemp oil itself. What hubris, dude? What freaking hubris? You got to love. Who friggin' died and left you in charge? Like the bastards think they own our DNA. Kiss my rosy red ass. You don't own crap, and I'm going to prove it to you. Anyways, but see, if we don't remove these presumptions, so we'll all be on the hook. So guess what? It's presumption, and like I said, we're going to all put them in that repository so they get the freaking memo in the public, because we're operating in the private. Now we gave you full accountability, so you don't have to guess where we're coming from. No gray areas here. As a live man. Anyways,
we could do a whole show on hemp oils. We really should put some time to it one of these days. Because there's so much stuff that is being suppressed when it comes to that plant. It is absolutely a miracle plant.
Yeah, I've been taking it for 4 months, John. It's easy, folks. It mixes in. It's beautiful. It tastes great in orange juice. It's no problem. It mixes well with
What Peter's talking about, for our listeners who don't know, Peter's talking about the inner shell of the hemp plant, of the seed, and it's just packed full of nutrition. What they do is they husk the seed, and you're just given the inners of the seed, and it's an absolute powerhouse for energy, steady energy, not like coffee energy or anything like that. You just have normal, functioning, good energy. It breaks down slowly. It lasts a long time. It's got all your omegas. It's got so many amino acids. It's a great protein replacement as well.
Yep.
And it's absolutely amazing for the human body.
Matter of fact, brother, they can find out everything they want. They got to go do what I do. I actually go read stuff on Privatis.me homepage. To the right-hand side, it's hempusa.org. That's where I buy from. That's who I endorse, because they actually have a superior product. No fillers, no garbage, no soy. Soy sucks. Soy's garbage. It's a poison. Nobody knows this because they've sold you the lie and the propaganda machine. But go get your game on, folks. Go open up that website, and I want you to read about magnesium chloride. I want you to go read about the hemp powder, probiotic powder. They give you an overview and a breakdown beautifully, concertedly. Will tell you the nutritional dense value of why it is and all this other stuff. and there's no garbage filler. So, yeah, go to hempusa.org. I told Michael, I said, it's been on the site. Nobody, folks, if you didn't have food to eat, you could live off this literally without having to eat anything. Better than Michelle's hummus.
Hey. Hey.
I had to go there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, there's
guys,
so many
it seems we have
that,
a couple of callers.
Yeah.
Do we have some callers?
Would you like to take?
Yeah. I guess so. Well, let's keep it simple. All right. Next 216, I guess.
Yeah. How you
or
doing, Daryl
from
Cleveland? How you guys doing?
Who's this?
Hi there. How are you tonight?
Daryl from Cleveland.
Daryl. Oh, hey, Daryl. How you doing, brother? All right.
All right. I want to ask you a question about, I don't fool PayPal, none of that, but I do have a charge card, and I like to, do some kind of monthly fee thing to pay for my membership.
Yeah, the problem with that, brother, is I don't do monthly. The reason being is because once you get in my house, you can get all the documents for your consumption and quit me the next month and leave me high and dry and say, so this is why, Michael, the good part about this, brother, is you're going to get every damn document that we have set up to operate in the in the proper context, and you're not going to have to you're not going to have to keep going back and forth and recreating and doing hours and hours of work and all this other stuff. So we decided to make these packages up for everybody because they don't understand content. They don't understand the left-hand side of the page versus the right-hand. They don't understand seals versus versus signatures. We know, so we took all of our education, all of our knowledge on operating as a man in the private, and we put them on the documents so you can't make a mistake. Because it's a beautiful thing. But I appreciate you. I know I would love, brother, if I could do it, I would. The whole problem is we don't. Yeah, I don't have any staff to track monthly payments and all this other stuff, and it's just stuff happens. You know how stuff happens in life, and it's so we created this. So just don't go. Matter of fact, what did you say, Michelle? You got anybody? If you got a flat screen TV, sell the damn thing. There you go. Because you know what? It's just feeding you propaganda, anyways.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Daryl, if you feel you've had enough programming, and you do have one of those big programmers in your living room, maybe you might want to sell that, and that could help.
Unfortunately, I don't. I have an old-fashioned, old, big, ugly one.
Yep.
Okay.
Me too, brother. Yeah, I don't like them looking at me in my house. Not that they aren't already. They're monitoring our keystrokes.
There's a reason why they went digital too. All of a sudden.
Yeah.
That's the reason why you gotta have that. That's the reason why you gotta have a little transmitter box to watch 3, 5, and 8 when you used to can watch it with no problem.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But it's more than that. People don't realize that they're selling you these TVs that are running at 120 frames per second, 240 frames per second. They're like, whoa, today's greatest thing. Your mind can only, and your eye can only catch up to 30, 35 frames per second. So
think of all
70 to 80% of the TV you are watching right now, you're not seeing, but your subconscious is seeing it.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's what you want to think about, why they really push that digital, especially now we're in this time of transition on this planet where we're hitting these new energies in our solar system and all this kind of stuff, and they're really trying to push this digital on everybody.
That's deep. All right, I appreciate you guys.
Brother, go over to the Privatis.Me Facebook page, too. We post beautiful things, informations, educations. This is stuff you won't get from the mainstream media. You won't find this at their house, I promise. And I post documents, information, all sorts of neat stuff over there.
I've been on the Facebook page. I checked it out. It's very informative.
Yeah, very, very good. Yeah, that's my producer.
Very good. Thank you.
They call me Post-it Peter over here, so post and go. I'm the post and go guy. I give it to Andrea, and she throws it in the loop. And but it's brother. We're waking up our brothers and sisters on a whole different level. This is a beautiful thing. The shift is upon us, literally.
Well, one thing for sure, I will have it next week. So.
Very good, brother.
I have to wait till then.
Well, you enjoy all the free portals. Get your Learn On. We got if you click on the curriculum page, it has an outline of like 8 sub things.
Oh yeah, I've done everything. I done watched videos. I've been
Great. I love it, brother. Now you get me excited. I see you're right-minded. Come to class on Monday night. with Cookie and me, and I'm going to show you the anatomy of a birth certificate bond. We're going to have some fun.
I did that too.
Very good. Excellent. Well, I appreciate it. And make sure you show up on Thursday nights to the Privatis.Me calls. And,
oh, yeah. I'm always there.
Very good. I love it, brother. I appreciate it.
I've been sick of this craziness.
Yeah, exactly, brother, because it's just the control freaks are us. They've lost their ever-loving minds, and if people don't open up their eyes very soon, they're going to experience a different type of pain they never thought possible. And so I'm trying to help them avoid some of that.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I've been telling them about FEMA camps for years.
Yep. Mm. We don't like to really push fear porn. We just try to open the eyes. That's all. I don't want people in fear. I want people to operate in strength and knowing who they are, removing these presumptions, because then they have no plausible deniability. The way we're going with this, brother, nobody's
right.
I'm going to tighten up all the loose ends, shut all the doors and windows to remove these freaking presumptions, so they can't say, well, you telling me I'm a slave? Oh, okay, forced compliance to be a slave? No, thank you. But the citizen thing is huge, and it has 100% validity. If you don't remove that one presumption, that's where they're binding everybody up. So I'm showing people how to do multiple removals of presumptions. If you made a mistake and you file 1040s, brother, you can fix that problem.
Oh, yeah. I registered REG, period, a lot of stuff.
Yep. But you're right-minded, brother. You're in the right place. We thank you for being here.
All right. I appreciate you guys.
Have a great night.
Thanks for calling, Daryl.
Who's on first? Yep, who's on first? What's on second? I guess next.
Oh, actually, Peter, before we go to the next caller,
all right.
I just had a comment.
Yeah.
If I could, this was a loose end that we left unfinished. I think it was on Tuesday night's show that we were discussing creativity and the possible. Mm-hmm. And it's funny because I was reminded of it tonight. I was actually listening to David Icke, and he said it very well. He says one of the most powerful ways to suppress a population is to suppress their sense of the possible.
Yep.
And I've been discussing this for a while now, that we're losing our sense of creativity, and the energies at work now are to homogenize us, to get everything uniform, guys.
I'm not even in the room.
Oh man,
so.
you put two guys in a room, I swear.
I'm not even in the room. I'm on the porch with me and Mr. Tibbles.
Very good. So I mentioned on Tuesday's show that I wanted to see what people could do. I offered an experiment.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Remember?
Yes. Yep.
Right. And I asked people to do a kind act without any expectation of anything coming back to you, but only because you saw that it was right action and because you wanted to do something. And
right.
I gave the example, sometimes I live in an apartment building, and sometimes I'll clean up the machines and leave coins in them for the next person, and I'll leave a nice note. I hope this made your day. I love it when the machines are clean. These 2 loads of laundry are on me.
Yep.
And I wanted to see what the people actually came up with, our listeners, if anybody actually followed through on the experiment, because it's for us to start exercising our creativity, to start seeing the possibilities, because everything is an explosion of the possible right here, right now. And
Yep.
we get to play with that. We get to experiment with our energies. We get to see how we can transform other people's days.
And what was
in one simple act.
Yep. What was ironic is I posted a document on creativity. I think I stuck it in the box as well.
I saw that. Yeah.
I got it. And folks, they don't want you to be creative. They don't want you to think outside the box. They want you to just tuck your head under and just go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, we're not asleep here. Anyways, I guess we could let the next caller through, huh?
Sure, I think it was 973.
Yeah, that's a brother out of New York or
New Jersey, actually.
Jersey. Hey, forget about it. What you talking about? Have a cup of coffee.
Well, 973. Yeah, there.
Yeah, this is Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Nick.
Up? I knew it was Nick. It was St. Nick.
I have a question on the forms. I don't have any of the cards, credit cards or anything, but my son did it for me. And I was wondering if you go off of that for the form. You know, when you fill out the paperwork.
Okay, there's lots of paperwork, brother. What are you talking about specifically?
I'm talking about the custom seal, coat of arms, the rescission templates for the, voter and stuff like that.
Right. Michael will superimpose. He superimposes for everybody now because of they're having difficulty and they're not aware that they have a family crescent seal. So he'll actually data entry your name to find a tie-in with your family lineage or genealogy, for lack of a better term. So he will superimpose that on every document. So when you come in the door and you're a full member, he posts everything, so it'll all be superimposed on every one of these templates, i.e. the voter, the 1040, the marriage. Even if you haven't been married, you're going to get that anyways. We're going to make sure we cover all the bases so you don't have to go back and do any heavy lifting. All you got to do is put the proper mailing locations on and punch in what you need to very, very easily. Put your seals on your documents and send them out registered in the proper capacity. And you're rolling because people are not real familiar with doing documents, and they're not real familiar with the status of how they're supposed to operate on a document as a live man. So I'll be covering this further on this next Thursday's call as well. So does that give you any further input? Does that give you clarity, or did I miss something?
Well, I basically understood what you said, but I was worried about my name was pretty close to his, and I was wondering, when I put my seal on, it has to be my name, correct?
Yeah, it's got to be. It'll be your first. Matter of fact, we've been digging in deeper. The middle name, we can lose it too.
Right. Okay. It'll work then. Just the date.
Yep.
Birthday will be different. Yeah.
Yep.
But what I'll do, you gave me your email, so I'll remind you of it. Just tell you how to, if that's okay with you.
Sure. That'll be fine. You got it, brother. Very good.
Right.
We'll hey, have a great night, brother. I appreciate you coming
too.
over.
I got one more thing to say quick.
Sure.
I've been watching this stuff for 32 years.
Yep.
I wouldn't give you a plug nickel 10 years ago for people in this country.
Yep.
But people are waking up, and you're doing a great job, so thank you very much.
Hey, I want everybody to come to Privatis.Me. That's why we make the open door portal free so they can pull the curtain back. Once they pull the curtain back, then they have an option. They just didn't realize they had an option, brother, once they can wake up.
Right. Yeah, I agree with you, and I thank you both, all of you, very much.
Thank you, brother. We love you. We thank you.
Thank you, Nick, for the nice energy.
Yes, ma'am.
We need it.
Take care.
Anyways, very good. Okay, and we're moving forward. Michelle, I don't know. I guess we can re-put that back out there on that creative energy thing. Let's throw it out. So on Tuesday's call, anybody who wants to share a good act and deed to maybe make somebody else's day. It's just a simple, kind act of some sort. Folks, we're looking for positive energy. This is what it's all about. This is how we create. I can banter and rant on the negative, but it's not going to fix anything.
No, and the idea is that I'd love for positive acts to get out into view. I would love for people to, unplug from all the doom and gloom and terror and crime and nonsense that's being pushed down our throats in the media and just the general ethos right now, and so that people have a sense of the possible, and that I can alter myself, and in altering myself, I can change my universe. And people have forgotten this. We've forgotten it. We have forgotten that we are the ones. We're the game changers.
We're
the ones that create. Exactly. We're the power. We are the ones who make all of this happen. So because our energies are being guided, our focus, our consciousness, our attention is being guided, we don't give it second thought. We just go to where, like a bull being led by that ring in his nose, we are being led to where those who would control our consciousness would lead us to. And look around, people. This is where we have allowed ourselves to come to.
Yep.
But we have to remember that it's impossible without our participation. So if we can all just snap out of it and realize that we have the power, we have the ability to change things. And I'm not just saying this in some flaky New Age, sorry for swearing, but bullshit kind of way.
Yeah.
We actually can make things happen. I do energy healings, and I see it all the time. I work with people's subtle energy fields, and this is real.
Yep.
It is real. We all have this ability. I practice it. I use it. Therefore, I'm more in touch with it. But we all have this capability. So I'd love for people to, just do something out of the ordinary. Hold the door open for somebody. Give your seat on the bus to somebody who looks like they've had a really long day. I don't know, guys. What other examples can you give?
Well, like I say, it's nice as a smile. You know what I mean? See someone who needs a hand. You're driving by, you see someone working hard in the yard. Hey, stop in, get to know them. I'll give you an example. We were at the local grocery store here, the country store, and we seen a nice young lady come out, and I told the wife, I was like, she looks quite charming, let's go say hi to her. And she walked over and started asking her about the backpack she had. It was quite original and stuff, and just got to know her, and it was really nice to meet you. You seem like a very interesting person, and just wow, she was thrown off at first, but you could just tell at the end of the conversation she was just like blown away. She was just like, wow, someone actually came and had a conversation with me, and stuff like that goes a long way.
Yeah. Hey, I mowed my neighbor's lawn just because I could. It's attached to mine. Just push and go. I was working on my tan, and yes, I had ulterior motives. I was going to get my tan, but it didn't hurt her feelings any because she didn't have to do any heavy lifting. But I got my walk. It was a beautiful thing. So I got benefits out of it in multiple ways.
Is it hard working on one's tan?
Yeah, Mr. Sunshine sort of beats my brakes off a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you be the judge of that, Michelle. You've seen my tan.
I don't know. I'm completely pale-skinned. I don't work on tanning, so I'm just teasing you, Peter.
Yeah, well, there was a beautiful article on 5 reasons to go out and get some sun, but the big pharma, FDA, and scumbags won't tell you this. They want you to stay in your dark castle and have your immune system compromised. Vitamin D coming through the retina is a good thing, and you didn't see many farmers dying from skin cancer. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that's just a scam. So that slathering on, hey folks, let me tell you something. Slathering on chemical, what is it?
Zinc oxide, titanium dioxide.
Yeah. Folks, use common sense. You go out 10, 15 minutes at a time. You graduate into the sun. You don't go out for 3 hours and get a friggin' lobster tan. Hey, folks,
here's common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense for you, Peter. We've been here
for
hundreds of thousands of years, and sunscreen's been around for, 50, 60, and skin cancer's through the roof, folks.
Yep, because,
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's do the math.
Anyways, it's break time. Break time.
It is break time.
You gotta love it, boy. This 2-hour show is now like in hyperspace. It's a blink of the eye and we're gone. It's unbelievable. We're covering beautiful ground. Anyways, folks, we're gonna go take a break. That caller is hanging in the loop. Hang in, and go do what you do when you take a break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Sounds good.
Privatis.Me. No longer do we need to hire lawyers, worry about past debt, or count on doctors to fix our health problems. Privatis.Me, specializing in real education about the legal system, administratively eliminating your past debt, and teaching you simple, natural ways to restore your health. Join today for free. Learn how to live in private and allow yourself to overcome and stop living in fear. Become a paid member for just $20 per month and receive Peter and Michael's $300 debt termination package for free. Privatis.me. Privatis.me. Take a walk on the private side.
Oh, Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the In the Spirit of Things and just chilling like a villain with a little bit of Chicago coming at you. DJ P is on the prowl. Anyways, I just go there. I love that song. I mean, listen to the content, listen to the words, searching, finding yourself. Folks, this is where we're at. This is In the Spirit of Things. This is why I put these goofy songs up, because it gets my mind and my heart right and gets me focused. This is where we belong. This is the beautiful high resonance of energy that we're all supposed to be bringing forward, because we're all these divine spirits moving forward, and we're supposed to be binding together with love. It's boy, I'm feeling mushy. But this is what it does to me. See, folks, this is our hearts. We're bringing them to you because we love our brothers and sisters. We don't want them going. We want them. We want them to be all they can be. Be the change you want to be. I got to share one little quick story. My significant other's friend, her sister just went to the boneyard for cancer. Had been fighting it for a couple of years. And the sad part is the information is so overwhelmingly in our face for alternate methodologies to fix ourselves. Folks, if you haven't been over, it's free, to my the cancer page at Privatis.Me, you're going to want to go take a look at it. Click on the link body and go to the cancer page. We post these beautiful informations that nobody has to die for a lie. It's really incredible. I get excited but I get excited on the outside because everybody's given over their power. They forgot who they were, and they're giving. This is what I'm saying. When everybody operates from fear mode and crisis mode, they don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's and it doesn't have to be like that. It's really you can change it. Don't wait for the crisis to meet your door. It's like Michelle. It's like doing these processes. Everybody wants me to do heavy lifting and fix their stuff. Well, guess what? If you remove the presumption, it's going to fix a whole boatload of stuff because you're no longer going to be binded to a lie. And if you're not willing to take, like I said, I think on the other show, if you're not willing to go over the little bridges, you're never going to get over the big bridge. You're going to die where you stand because you didn't make your free will act and deed known. You didn't remove the presumption. It's all about free will. It's all about choice. And if you fail to make a choice, you still made a choice. Mm-hmm. Gee, where have I heard that before? Gee, wait a minute. I know I heard a song.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, yeah. Free will. Hey, by Rush. Folks, listen to the words. Go read the words. I'm telling you, this is a conviction of spirit. This is where we live. This is we all get to go to. I want everybody to come to my house. I really mean it when I say that. That's why you get to come in for free and go peruse and get your mind right and change your mind. It's up to. I can't change it. You have to. But you got to be willing to carry a little water. Anyways, I'll shut up now, and I guess we have another caller coming in, huh?
From area code 807.
All right. Hi. Come on in. The water's fine.
Hi there.
How you doing, brother?
Hi there.
I hope nobody gets insulted when I say, hi, kids.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful. I love it. Yeah, I'm older than dirt. The rocks don't even live this long.
Well, I probably not. I'm up there, too, there, Peter.
It's all good.
You know, there's another. Chicago was one of my favorite groups when I was growing up, and there was another song I remember. It was something like, I'm a man, yes I am, 'cause I told you so.
Yeah, in 1968, brother. Yep. Oh, yeah, that was a beautiful song. Yep.
Well, I'm feeling
maybe
a lot better.
Trying to tell us something,
I was feeling a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better than last time I called, which last week there when ended up Jonathan. I can't thank him enough for pointing me in the right directions and what you've done, Peter. Like I don't know, I've been putting out those letters for months now. Trying to remove the presumption. And building my case. Though right now I'm kind of up to my ears in alligators because it seems that fate had a different plan for me. Trying to do it slow, and things happened where I ended up getting stopped by the traffic guys, and both municipal and provincial, and had the books thrown at me and spent a night in jail and all that good crap. So I got a court date on the 12th. I was on Privatis today trying to. Jonathan had said I got this disclosure thing from the cops or from the provincial attorneys, after I sent them a letter saying, I'm going to present myself as a man and all of that stuff in court.
Yep.
So Jonathan said, well, wait a minute now, they're trying to contract with you again, get rid of that thing. And I had opened it, so I was on your site trying to download the Open by mistake.
Right.
Well, what happened today, I tried downloading both the American one and the Canadian one just to get an idea what I needed to put on there. Well, my computer got spiked. I ended up with what's called, believe it or not, the police virus. And, my computer's, I got a bunch of stuff I got from a buddy there trying to clean that out. But every time I went to another computer, tried to download it there, and said that those files were corrupted. Wouldn't let me open them up.
What a crock of crap. You got to love the nefarious
Michael, I did receive your email, and I did send you a new document through email there a few hours ago.
I could do the same thing, too. I can attach and send it to you as an email if you didn't get it from John. And, if that's the way. See, here's another thing that's going to be a beautiful thing. Okay, you know what? Now I get why we're doing what we're doing, brother. Everybody's going to get every damn swinging document out the box when they upgrade full membership, get their family seal and everything, because Michael's going to attach it uncorrupted to everybody's box. So you're going to have every swinging document, so you don't have to go attach to it and pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marvelous.
That's going to save. Now that you brought this issue up, that's going to resolve that issue too, where people got to pluck and go. Because we said we want them to have everything right from the start, so they can hit the ground running administratively. So everybody's going to be getting these packages, so they won't have to go scrolling through all the systems and getting these, because these are the most nefarious scumbags that walk the face of the earth. They got nothing better than to do because they're scared itless, brother. This should prove to you irrevocably that they don't want us removing our consent. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah. Well,
everybody's going to get the packages. They're going to get all these attaching documents. That's why, if you saw the new email blast that came out today, Michael structured 1 through 9 of what you'll be getting on how to settle accounts, and we're really taking this to the next plane, brother. It's gonna make life a lot easier for everybody.
Yeah, Peter, I've been working with Michael now for the last week and a half or so now, and he's definitely a good student. He's definitely been out there, before he met up with Privatis, learning about getting into the private and stuff like that. So I've just helped him simplify it a little bit for him, and I hope give him the confidence to how to deal with it.
Yeah, because I wish Brother Dan would come on the call. He shared the love when he went. He was having issue as well. They're just, that's all they are, is looking for a hypothecation event. I would like to know where the hell their damn bonds are.
So how are you feeling now, Michael, about the situation?
A lot better, thank you. Thank you very, very, I can't say, how thankful I am, truly, because I'm just, there were so many things bouncing around. I'd been listening to so many people.
Yep.
Listening to Carl and Peter, yourself.
Yep.
Got some stuff from Dean and all over the place, but the last little while it's all been coming together just in time, so to speak.
Yep.
The one what was I going to ask? I live out in the country, so I'm going to have to go back into town to use a computer, and I'll get that email because I got to get that notes sorted out and put it into this to get that disclosure thing back to these guys.
Yep.
As quick as I can. I was going to ask too, but again, thank you all. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, brother.
I was going to ask. There was one thing I learned. I lost my job last October.
Remember, can I interrupt you just for a second there, Mike?
Sure.
I just want to say something really important. You're thanking us, but we want to thank you too, because you're the one who's standing up. You're the one who's not giving over. You're the one who is being a man now. Who has decided enough is enough.
Yep.
And you don't want to go with the same old, and you're willing to stand up. So
we have
take pride in that.
Take pride in that.
Yeah, exactly.
We have really, I don't think we have a choice anymore, because what's being done to our planet, to the people, like the student loans that these poor kids, they come out of school and they have no way of paying this crap off,
Yep. We're gonna help. We're gonna help them all fix that, brother. That's where I'm going. That train is gonna be leaving the station very shortly.
Thanks again.
Yep.
The question I had was, like, I lost my job and I'm trying to save my home. I'm an old fart too, and kind of divorced and all this, starting from scratch. And I bought this place 2 years ago, and I lost my job and all that. And I listened to you, Peter, and this whole stuff about like I sent out the letter to the credit union and saying, okay, where did the money come from? Did you deposit my promissory and all this stuff, right? Well, there was another thing I had learned from, I hope I learned the right thing. I think it was from Adam Adask or something like that.
Alfred Adask, yep.
Alfred Adask. And it was basically leaning like me as a man, leaning the person, right? If the thing is foreclosed on, if the property is foreclosed on, I'm the first one to get paid.
Yep. Yeah, because you use your securities.
So basically, I made up a list, and I said, okay, this is what I put into it, my payments, whatever equity I put into it, and I want all of that back before you guys get anything. So I sent that to the CEO of the credit union as well, and I sent copies of that to the local sheriff and the city clerk.
Yep.
So I don't know if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah, you'd probably be pissing in the wind because they are the best whores money can buy. Michael and I are creating another document as we speak. We're always in creation mode. A simple one-pager that literally tells them to bring forward the valid claim as well as, or if they think you owe something, hey, settle the damn account. It's called a settle the account document.
Right.
And you've already stepped in, so it's another removal of presumption, but at the same time, they're going to have a hard time, and that's why we're creating this registry. I'm not sure if I guess it applies. Michelle, I guess I'm going to have to talk to Michael and find out if our private registry can be used for internationally. Yeah, well, it is international, I guess. So I think our CRA brother, or our Canadian brothers and Australian brothers and whatever can list in the repository irrevocably for the world to see that they did what they did, and they're asking, but nobody's telling. So they're going to have an uphill climb to go to the next step because they failed after 30 days when it cures to answer up on anything because they're a dead corporation. You're not. You're a live man, and now you've got irrevocable proof. And we're creating this registry at the speed of sound next. Sister Cookie's going to help us put this together. So we were going to put it at Privatis.Me. But now we decided, so we had no conflict of interest to create an outside party to keep the records, this registry. So this will remove that conflict of interest. We're not like the scumbags. They're always about conflict of interest. Anyways, brother, hopefully we're getting a lot more answers to a lot more things and moving. We're really creating, I think, much more untenable situations by learning how to operate as a live man. They never expected this, so we'll just keep going forward,
And I sent that kind of debt validation letter to the man, the CEO of the credit union himself.
Yeah, because it's the same thing, brother. It's all a hypothecation event. It's just like a third-party debt collector because they already got paid. They already got when you did the hypothecation event, they got paid in full for the total amount, all 30 years on that upfront, and then on top of that, they got you making payments. It's sort of like just like what the electric company sending us monthly statements. We have an unlimited private side account, but they never let us tap into it because they're a bunch of whores. They're a bunch of
and you want to check that theory, Peter. Try to get a loan without signing something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And one more. Sorry.
Nope.
One more thing, if you don't mind.
Right.
It was just a confirmation of what Michelle was saying about energy. It's been known for decades now that the experimenters and doing experiments and whatnot have influence on those experiments, and that's why they ended up coming up with what was called double blind, where the experiments would be taking place randomly. They would set them up so that they would happen without anyone being around and without anyone's sort of conscious influence on the experiment.
Right.
But every time there was somebody around, they found out that it influenced the results. It influenced matter, right? So we've known for a long time. that
you're exactly right, Michael. And they, in the scientific milieu, they've called it the observer effect. Yeah. The very fact of me performing an experiment has a direct effect on the outcome.
Yep.
Because I'm watching. Therefore, as a sentient being with energies and an electromagnetic frequency, I am participating. It's impossible not to.
Yeah.
So you raise a very good point.
There you go. Well, anyway, I'll get out of your
swimming in it. We're swimming in it. All the time.
Well, it was like I was saying to Jonathan, and he brought it home. Is that like I had been doing these letters, sending them to the police commissioner, the mayor, the city clerk, all this stuff, just making my case and saying, okay, you got 21 days to rebut this, and if you don't, right? So I was trying to do it nice and slow, without too much aggravation, this and that. Well, I'm still moving, moving from my brother's place, which used to be my place, and I'm moving all my stuff here. And I was over there a couple of weeks back, and I have this trailer that I pull with my little car, my little vehicle, and I've been all over the place with this thing. I've been over like West Virginia, Chicago. That was an experience, Chicago, and all over. And I've never, ever had an incident. And on the day I was stopped by the provincial police, I had just come out of my brother's place. I had been on the road for less than 30 seconds. The OPP officer all of a sudden was right behind me, and just as he come up behind me really close, a small piece of shingle from some stuff I was carrying, an old roof part.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
Came flying off, and he swerved to miss it. After that, the lights came on, and the rest is history. But it was like, what are the chances of all of that happening? Boom, 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 all at once.
The synchronicities, yeah. If you're looking at it from that perspective, yes, there is no accidents. Everything does happen for a reason, and you are definitely pulled here. We are definitely here as conscious beings to experience great things, and this is why we've chosen this planet with the duality and the harshness and the sweetness, because it is so back and forth, and it has so much to offer, and it is so exciting. So definitely, we've come here with sometimes maybe a free path that we knew that we'd be at a certain consciousness to be able to stand in the breach, to be able to stand against darkness, and to be able to be that guide for others. And that's what you're being. You're being a guide for others that are going to hear your story and see your beacon and see you stood up. And and this is how it goes. It's like I said, that one field, as the blades of grass are coming up. At first it looks so barren, but next thing you know, you got a whole beautiful green, lush field of single pieces of grass that just decide to stand up together.
Yeah,
so, good job on you, Michael.
Well, thank you. And with that, I've been on the phone and talking to people and this and that. It looks like I've got about 5 witnesses that are all going to show up on court, and June the 12th, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Good, exactly. And you want witnesses. You want your friends there. You want them to see and witness, because exactly, you are going there in honor, in peace. You know what I mean? It's not your fault that they're trying to commit fraud on you, and you know the game. But if they want to escalate it, well, then you definitely have remedy.
Well, I pray that it's all going to come together. People are going to see that all this stuff I've been talking about for years now, that maybe I'm not just full of it, that this stuff is the real thing, the real deal. Well, could I mention one thing that was very strange that happened just recently? The Articles of Confederation, like when they created this little corporation of ours there, basically, it said in there that all laws that were in Canada before the Union shall remain in place as if the Union had not been made. Right. Well, in January of this year, our dear corporate government decided that it would consolidate the Canada Act, which the Confederation became the Canada Act, and another part of that, Human Rights Code, if I remember. And they made it into one document. And basically, if you look at the document now, that this part of the common law, the laws that existed before creation of Canada, they've got a little wee footnote in there now. For it's line 129, where all they got rid of it with one word, spent. They got rid of that blurb about the reference to common law. So anyway,
oh boy,
the push is on.
Oh, brother, there's lots of stuff happening here, USA Inc. too. I got some good right-minded brothers over on the West Coast, and I'm telling you, brother, it's like all starting to funnel through the front door on multiple levels. Stuff is really happening. It's this is my new normal, as Michelle puts it. You got to love it, and it's coming.
Well, again, thank you all so much for what you do and what you've done for me, and Creator keep you all safe.
Yep, thank you, brother. We
love
you.
Thank you
very
much.
Much.
Same to you, and stand as a man for your process this coming week.
You bet. Again,
very good.
Hugs to all.
Yep, thank you. And we're down. Well, we're down to 4 minutes. Hey, where did the time go?
I know, eh?
I forget. Yeah, that was beautiful. That was great.
That was a great caller.
You see, we're always having so many people that are successful that are coming forward now. And it's so simple. To stand in your capacity as a man. And the great thing about common law is they can't change that. They can write all the legalese they want and change all those laws they want, but they cannot change common law.
Right.
Yep. And that's the parallel. My brothers over on the West Coast they brought. Did you see that 25-page document from NSEA by chance, John?
I'm not recalling right now.
I'll stick it in your box.
Okay.
You need to read. They're right-minded. Maybe need a little. They're about 90% the way there, Michael. They're using our red box, by the way. Isn't that special? It's not ours. It's anybody's.
Exactly.
But they're right-minded because they're putting it in the context. They sealed the document. I'm saying, somebody's actually listening to me. What the hell? They're actually listening to me and Mike. I says, wow, because we've been talking to Brother Tom for about 9 months. I says, dude, your documents suck. You are traversing. You're stepping over. You can't go like this. He's now getting right-minded on a whole different level, and he's bringing some beautiful stuff forward. Yeah, I'll post that while y'all banter between yourselves while I pull this document up.
Beautiful. Yeah, it's very interesting to see.
You'll like it. You'll like it.
Excellent.
Very
so
good.
We're
2 minutes. Well, we're 2 minutes out, guys. So I think we have our thanks to give to the Nucleus and for everybody's work. We've got Andrea and also Zach actually tonight, our duo of producers. Also Zach, who has Verdict Productions, and he does all our YouTube videos. We've got Dan, SEO. I think we got placed on page 2 on the Google search for the 12-minute debt termination package. He's got compassonlinemarketing.ca. Susan, who did the anime, and there are more in the works, and she does the PowerPoint presentations also. Cookie, who's working very hard with Peter on the curriculum that's every Monday night from 6 to 8. And Michael. My gosh, Michael. I'm not sure he actually exists because I've never actually spoken with him.
He's in and out of the room in spirit, He's like a ghost. He's like Casper.
But he's the engine for this entire ship moving forward. And we've got John, who just always knows how to steer the conversation ever so beautifully and who stands as a man. And we have Peter, who is the heart and most definitely the lungs of this thing. And rants sometimes go all the way up to 12 and 13.
Just like the music just did.
Just like the music just
did.
Michelle,
you are our guiding light in our spirit.
Yep.
And we love you to death.
Michelle's what binds us all together. She's our glue.
Wow.
You're the glue, Michelle. I never thought to put it in that context, but yeah, you're tying us all together. It's nothing. None of this is happening by accident.
No, and I know that. I'm the nucleus glue.
Yeah, the new clues.
Oh, that's
yeah,
great.
I love it. Oh, yeah, Andrea's new clue. She came up with her own word. I loved it. Yeah,
right.
that was from
Instead of nucleus,
Wednesday
it was
night.
new clues.
New clues. Yeah, instead of nucleus,
good.
it was new clues. Maybe she's trying to tell. Maybe she's trying to give us a clue.
Maybe.
Anyway,
all
that
right,
was
guys,
beautiful.
I love you.
Have
a great night.
Thank you, everybody.
All right,
we'll see you all back Tuesday and join the Monday night. Come to class on Monday. You're going to love this
I'll
next
be there.
class on the birth certificate bond. It's all beautiful. Anyways, on that note, folks, we love you. We're going to catch you on the rebound. Y'all have a great night. We'll catch you on Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Bye.
You're listening to In the Spirit of Things on I Am Free Will Radio. Join us on our Blog Talk radio station every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday night, live from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. To find all the links we mention on the show and to stay up to date about when we go live on BTR, make sure you connect with us on our social sites. Follow us on Twitter at handle Privatis.Me. You can also friend us, like us, or join our open group on Facebook by searching Privatis.Me or by clicking on the Facebook icon on our homepage. It's really that simple.
VerdictProductions.com. Do you have footage you want turned into a video? Weddings, family gatherings, sports games? High-quality video production for any project you have. We also create detailed slideshows if you have information you want to put on YouTube or your website for all to see. Many other services including audio enhancement, music production, and CD mastering for your band. Need a company logo or an ad? No problem. We also specialize in graphic design to make your business or website stand out. Head over to VerdictProductions.com for a quote. Lowest prices on the net guaranteed.